Hi there. In this video we will be taking a look at this new and really big capacity EINHELL 8 amp hour battery that can provide an instant power of 1350 watts, which is quite a lot, especially when using more of this in series. Just as an idea, this is what we will be comparing it to: the 6 amp hour, 2.5 amp hour and 4 amp hour versions. And I'm expecting these two to be of similar size, if not 100% identical. This is a multi-amp technology. Let me see, because we have something written in here on this one. You can either use it in 4 amp hour mode, where you get more runtime of your from your tool, or in a lower 5 amp hour mode, where basically you are not filling up the cells to the maximum, so you are not wearing them out as quickly. Yeah, intruder evacuated. There again are two modes. You either use the whole capacity, so this gives you basically twice the runtime of a 4 amp hour battery, because you have twice the energy in it, or you can just use less of it, only 5 amp hours, which is just a tiny bit more than this one, but you are not wearing out the accus inside of it again. So let's see what we have in here. I'm quite curious, honestly, about the size. Is it the same as this one? Yeah, they are the same. I will link this video in the description, where I show the 4 to 6 amp hours one. Same size. So I'm betting that inside we have basically the same cells, cell size, cell type, not cell capacity, in both of them. I will have separate videos for opening them up, all of them, so you can see exactly what cells they have inside. Maybe you can make a better decision based on that for your particular needs. This is how you change it from 5 to 8 amp hour mode, and you can register it on the EINHELL website for extended warranty, obviously based on the serial number. Let's see. So it's 5% charged, and it's in 5 amp hour mode. We don't run that 100% charge and in 6 amp hour mode, so we want this in 8 amp hour mode. Let me try and remember. Was it holding it long? Getting us, yes, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and press. And it's in 8 amp hour mode. So that's all you need to do. Long press it, and then when it's counting, when it hits 8, you quickly press it, and it sets the 8 amp hour mode. And now, yet you need to charge it in the mode that you set it to have 100% charge. Doesn't work, you charge it in 5 amp hour mode and then change it to 8 and yeah, you're 100%. Doesn't work like that. So you charge it in the mode that you use it, and if you want to go back to 5 amp hour mode, again long press it, and when it's at 5, hit it and wait for it to count. And then it should say 5 amp hour mode, and we're back where we started, 5% and 5 amp hour. But I don't want this, I want the full beans out of it, and I'm going to charge it to just give it a little bit of a test. Let me see. Perfect. Let's put this little guy to charge, but not before weighing it. Let me see if they weigh the same. Okay, let's do this. 8 amp hour battery. 1 kilogram and 53 grams. Six amp hour battery, 1 kilogram and 3 grams. So the difference is 50 grams between them. Let me see, zero it out. Hey, zeroed out, and this should be 3 grams, no, 50 grams. Yep, more. Sorry about the visibility on this scale. Camera is not doing it. Let me see if I turn on the light. Nah, sorry, zero. So yes, this is heavier, but not enough to matter. But if you're thinking about the 4 amp hour battery, well, that's much lighter. It's in fact 331 grams lighter than even the 6 amp hours one. So yeah, depending on what you are doing, if you don't need the power, you are much better off with a lighter battery. If your tool cannot really benefit from the power or the added runtime. And when I say power, I literally mean power, because these bigger batteries, I think both of them, even the 6 amp hour one and the 8 one, can deliver 1350 watts of continuous power. And if I remember correctly, the 4 amp hour version can only deliver 950 watts or something like that. And honestly, as I've seen, many of the EINHELL tools actually benefit from bigger batteries, not only in runtime, but also in increased power delivery. The tools just perform better, but about 350 grams heavier, more or less. So depends on what you are doing and how strong you are. But then again, EINHELL sells, if I remember right, a harness that you put the battery on your belt and just have a cable connected to your tool, and then the weight of the battery you are carrying with your body, not with your hand. So then extended runtime, more power without the weight to bother you. So yeah, anyway, let me test if we see any difference between all of these batteries, just in terms of how much air my shop vacuum will pass through it, depending on what battery we put in. And we are ready. I think I said it wrong. I cannot measure the air volume, just the air velocity from the outlet of this shop vacuum. Link will be in the description where I review this thing. And this is the PicTech vein anemometer, centered on this line. Put this paint cans in place so I don't move it when I change the battery in the vacuum. And we'll be starting from the 2.5 amp and see what values we get. There will be loud noises, so I will not talk during this test. I will just show you what battery is missing. So 2.5 first, 4 amp, 6 amp, 8 amp. And I will show you the value. Around 4 meters per second with the 2.5 amp. Let's go to the 4 amp. And yes, this is just to test between them. These are no absolute values because I don't have anything set up in a lab way. It's just to see if they make a difference. Higher capacity. Both of these seemed to deliver about the same thing. Let's see the 4 amp, actually sorry, the 6 amp, what it will do. So yep, it was clearly higher. Let's see the bigger one, the 8 amp next. And as you could see, this one delivers way less than all of them. And you might be wondering why. This is why. I did not charge it. The other ones are at 100%. This one I did not charge. Let me charge it and get back to you. And we are fully charged, and it took about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25, half an hour, somewhere around there. From zero, in theory, it should take 2 hours and a half, but this wasn't at zero, so yeah, I didn't check exactly. Come on out. It's quite a heavy battery, so it sticks quite well in the charger. Now let's do the test. If somebody doesn't believe, 8 amps, amp hours, and 100% charge. Let's plug this in and do the test. Other batteries are missing because I did a teardown video to see what's inside of all the models that I have. So that will be in the description if you are interested. So it seems it doesn't make a difference if we have the 6 amp hour or the 8 amp hour in this thing. I think they can both provide about the same amount of instant power. This will just have a longer runtime than this one. That's kind of almost obvious. Charging the Ecos in my twin charger, they are not even listed. So from 1 hour and 20 minutes, what am I talking about? 2 hours, so 120 minutes, which is 2 hours, plus about 40 minutes. I'm expecting about 2 hours and 40 minutes, sorry about that, to have these things charged. And I use them in my grass cutter, lawnmower, whatever you want to call it. I will link the video in the description for that one. These are beasts. That thing doesn't bog down anymore at all, no matter what I do. With the 4 amps that it came with, it did bog down. With this, nope, not anymore. So that's awesome. I just finished mowing the lawn from 100% down to 0. Let's see what temps we have. So max about 43 degrees. And this one about the same. And I can tell you, you can hear it in my voice. Basically, I get tired before they do. I finished the lawn and couldn't get them to 0. Managed to get both of them to 2. And as you can see, they are really well balanced. So when one of them it gets to a certain percentage, most times both of them are at that percentage. And I cannot bog down the mower anymore. The only moment when I feel they are losing a bit of power is when they are below 20%. They are a bit weaker. But at below 20%, they are about as strong as the 4 amp hour batteries. So much, much, much better. And I think a few months later or something like that, these things, I can honestly say they are beasts and work perfectly, and almost all the tools get a bigger punch with them, a stronger punch. So even tools that you wouldn't expect, like, I don't know, air pumps and who knows what, they just have more power, not even considering the capacity, just more instant power at their disposal and can do their job better. So yeah, all that I hope is that this lasts many years, and I don't have any issues with them in time. Up until now, 0 issues whatsoever. So hope this video helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye.